Anime Club, where we watch the first few episodes of an anime series and give you our initial thoughts on it. I'm Reina Scully.
And I'm William Haynes.
And this week we watched Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions, otherwise known as...
Chunibyo, Chunibyo, and other people you like.
Exactly. Or the Japanese title is actually Chunibyo demo koi ga shitai, which translates to, even though I have Chunibyo, I still would like to fall in love, which is obviously way too long of a title. Did you enjoy it?
Let's see. Did I enjoy it? Did I enjoy it? Did I enjoy it? Did I enjoy it? I'm gonna say yes. At first I was like, oh, this is another one of those shows that I don't like because they're never in any real danger, but everything is so intense to them. I know I'm a man and all that, and I gotta fit to manly rules and all that, but I'm gonna say it was sweet. It was really kawaii desu. It was cute.
It was kawaii, yes, it was
cute.
Sweet.
It was cute.
This is a slice of life anime from Kyoto Animation. Wonderfully animated, really, really amazing graphics, honestly. I got to watch it in 1080, so that was awesome. It was really worth it. Since it's a slice of life, it is lighthearted. It's realistic. There's no real magic going on. It's not like a fantasy realm.
I don't know if you ever watched the show Rugrats.
Of course I watched Rugrats.
Yes, this is Rugrats, but grown up.
Oh, that is excellent. You're right.
They live in a completely different world that they think exists, but it does not.
Let's go into what Chunibyo is. We talked about it in an earlier episode of Anime Club, but Chunibyo literally translates to middle school second year disorder or syndrome. And I don't know, I like to say middle school disorder because it kind of encompasses it all, but it's the delusion that you're under where you believe you're the chosen one and you think amazing things are supposed to happen to you. Like, for example, Will thinks he's the Avatar.
No. There's no Will thinks. I'm gonna keep it real. Maybe I got a Chunibyo, but that's because I am the gosh darn Avatar. I am the bridge between the human world and the spirit world. I am the master of all elements.
Of course you are. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I too am a post-sufferer of Chunibyo. I definitely had it when I was younger. Like, I would LARP really, really intensely with my friends, and after like after jumping off of a swing and like we'd land, I even had like phrases like "Let the darkness consume you." I don't know. It was what?
I didn't know you LARP.
Of course I LARP.
I want to LARP. Let's LARP.
We're gonna LARP.
Oh,
we're gonna LARP
goodness.
after this.
Continuing on from last week where we had the comically large gun, my favorite weapon in this show was the comically large spoons. Yes,
the sister's like ladle spoon, right?
Yeah. And they actually put some thought into it because when she turns it around, it does beams and whatnot. Yes. That spoon was great.
I love that the fight scenes are like a real action anime. It's about real normal life, but then when they're like in their delusional phases, they actually go into real action sequences, and it's super cool and fun, and it's really engaging, and their moves are really intense. Like, it really looks like you're watching a super awesome action anime. I loved that.
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit into the main character, Yuta Togashi. He is a former sufferer of Chunibyo, and he's trying super duper hard to get over the fact that he is a loser, essentially, or he was a loser who truly thought he was
However, here at SourceFed, we would like to say that if you are a Chunibyo, you are not a loser.
You are not. It's awesome.
I'm not a Chunibyo, but some people think I is.
You definitely are. You definitely are. You haven't graduated yet. You still definitely have Chunibyo.
I go to Chunibyo High School. I do.
Yuta, otherwise known as the Dark Flame Master, is trying to get over the fact that he has Chunibyo. I mean, it still kind of shows when he's in high school, but he goes to a really far away high school so that he doesn't have to know anybody that knew about his Dark Flame Masterness. As much as he's trying to kind of graduate that concept, he really can't because it must be like really inherently inside of him where he wants to still kind of believe in that fantasy.
I believe in that. I believe if you want to believe something, if you want to live in your own mystery world, go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid of what people are going to think, because what is that quote that people put on Tumblr all the time? That Dr. Seuss said, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
How poetic. I really actually identify with a character named Nibutani. Her character name is Mori Summer. She, much like Yuta, is trying to graduate from it, but she kind of finds that it keeps like following her. Like, for example, she meets Yuta and Rika, and they're obviously super Chunibyo, so she can't get away from it. She tries so hard to just be like a normal girl, like, I'm a teenager, I'm a popular girl, I'm really normal. But in reality, she still kind of has it inside of her, and I really, really enjoy that because, like I said, I identify with that. I totally get that. Now moving on to Rika Takanashi.
The crazy one.
Well, she is thoroughly engulfed in her middle school disorder, and
I don't think it even has any like correlate, like it doesn't link up together. together. I think she just goes off the dome.
She does.
She's a brilliant improv artist.
Yes, that is definitely amazing. Every single thing that comes out of her mouth is like a comic book action phrase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even regular food, mundane food. If there's food she doesn't like, she'll, instead of being like, oh, I don't want to eat it, she'll be like, this consumable is here to drain my energy, clearly from the nether realms. And I love it. She's so dramatic, obviously creative.
Now it's time for my favorite segment of Anime Club. My favorite part of this show. My favorite part of this show was when Yuta takes Rika and puts her over his knee and spanks her.
I know.
Why is that okay? Why is that okay?
I don't know, but it's okay in a lot of animes. Okay, it's really hard for me to explain that.
You think spanking is okay?
It's not. It's not. No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Go for it.
It's not okay.
You did it? I can't believe you actually did it.
It's not really okay. Like, it doesn't happen in a high school. Like, that now would not happen.
No.
It's just for the sake of the anime. It's to kind of keep it lighthearted.
Okay.
Perhaps it's to distance their age a little bit. Like, he's clearly graduated the concept of Chunibyo. She's clearly still completely engulfed in it, and maybe it's supposed to really show that dynamic. But even still, that's pretty creepy because there definitely is kind of like a love thing going on between them.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah. But I will say that Yuta, even though he just spanked the girl, is a good guy, because my other favorite part of the show is when he was like, okay, I need to hold hands with this girl. I'm gonna ask. He legit asked. I mean, like, homies at home, little boys, always get consent first.
The one thing I super love about Yuta is how much he hates that he has, or that he used to have Chunibyo, like how embarrassed he is of it. At one point in the second episode, Rika's older sister, Toka, kind of blackmails him, and he has to hear himself talk like the Dark Flame Master, and he freaks out, and he goes, die, person that I was, and it's just so funny to me, and the animation even changes to show how dramatically upset he is. It's my favorite part. So, do you think you're gonna continue watching the series?
I'm gonna say no. I feel like maybe in the future, maybe I'm gonna read it. I want to know what happens, so I'm gonna ask you later what happens.
Okay, all right. I actually already watched the entire first season. I want to watch the second season. It's called Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions Heartthrob, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. The Japanese title is Ren, which means love, so I kind of understand why they took that approach or interpreted it that way, but I think I would have gone otherwise. That's all we have for you this week on Love, Chunibyo, or Other Delusions. Next week, we're going to be watching Gurren Lagann! Ah, yay! It's made from the same animators as Kill la Kill, so that's going to be really exciting.
I hear that's good. I'm excited.
It's going to be excellent.
I'm excited.
Yes. If you guys want to watch with us, head on over to crunchyroll.com/SFNerd to get your free premium membership trial. Take a video of yourself and upload it onto YouTube with the hashtag SFNGurren, G-U-R-R-E-N, spelled... Yeah, okay, it's spelled correctly. And remember to come back next week like these awesome people.
Love Chunibyo. Chunibyo, love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. Yeah, I think that's it. It's hard to pronounce. It was weird, not necessarily in a bad way, but it wasn't really my style.
I'm not really into slice of life. I was really hoping that I would like it more, but it's just not my thing. I think also the fact that I thought that it might be a supernatural, like a fantasy type of anime, and it's not, and that just, I don't know, there's something about that that just really let me down.
We watched Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions, and holy shit, I actually said the name right. Wow. Really, this show can't be summed up in one short sentence at all. I can't really kind of put it in like a nice little neat package. When you look at it at face value, you would just think of the show as kind of a wacky, ridiculous love story. It's actually about how we as people don't want to consider ourselves insignificant in the grand scheme of this world, and how we sort of think of ourselves as the hero of our own story.
The whole thing does sort of have a visual novel dating sim kind of vibe, because so far, you know, he's collecting a bizarre kind of harem around him. He has Rika, then there's Shinka, there's, you know, the older sister, there's they're all girls. There's one other male character, and all he does is comment on how hot the girls are. So yeah, it feels like a kind of dating sim game. But it doesn't go, there goes the dog again. It's not sexual, it's just fun.
Chunibyo is kind of a person that has second year middle schooler syndrome. I think I remember that right. And it's pretty much giving yourself unwarranted self-importance. Like, the main character in a movie where all these amazing things happen to you and you're pretty much the hero and you're the answer, the world's savior maybe even.